Good afternoon, Mustangs, and welcome back to the 7th edition of the Miller North Blueview. My name is Angela Zhang, and here with me is Grace Vidlac. In today's episode, we will be covering new leadership in the library, girls' tennis, thrift stores around town, and a food review on a new pizza place.
Recently, the Miller North Library has seen new leadership with new changes. Blueview reporters Salman Mousset and Cleo Bjork took a look at the new changes coming up.
The Miller North High School Library is a place for many to study, play games, and check out books. It has recently gotten new leadership that has many changes planned.
So some of the good changes that we have coming up, we are thinking about implementing a little bit of a design change to the library, nothing major.
We notice that there are students that are really trying to find a place to be, but they don't really know where that is. And since we've started, we've noticed that there are students that come here that don't have anywhere else to go, but they really enjoy spending their time here.
These changes hope to make the library a more attractive place for students looking for a place to rest and complete their classwork.
Well, I think bringing in changes of becoming more of an event library and being a space that goes outside of just the academic need, which is fulfilling outside interests for students like a podcast or a book club that kind of accentuates what we offer here.
A lot of the changes that we have going on are about making the space more welcoming and more open to different types of students.
There is many different ways to help out with the library, including volunteering.
I used to put books back on the shelves. I would check books back in from the turn-in bucket or from hand-ins. I would also clean the bookshelves. I would use the little vacuum thing to clean the floors and anything else that when Miss Terrell was here, anything that she would ask.
This has been Cleo Bjork and Salman Mousset with the Blueview.
This year, girls' tennis has experienced changes in the structure of the teams. Blueview reporters Sahana Kumar and I learned more about the removal of the reserve team.
3, 2, 1, Mustangs!
As the girls' tennis team begins their 2024 season, the structure has changed between the varsity, JV, and reserve teams. The removal of reserve has introduced 2 new JV teams, JV-A and JV-B.
Tryouts are always pretty stressful, but I feel like this year it was a little more than usual because there wasn't a reserve team.
Despite the removal of the reserve team, the addition of JV-B still gives people an opportunity to play. The dynamic of the teams remains strong as their collaboration helps them grow as a whole.
I feel like our bond is really strong this year because most of the team is the same from last year, so we've already had a pretty good bond. And it's a lot of juniors and seniors, but it was we know each other pretty well.
In preparation for their upcoming matches, the teams practice every single day. However, Metros, one of the biggest tournaments of the year for the junior varsity team, was canceled last season.
Everyone was pretty bummed about it because we made it all the way there and we were doing so good, and then just because of the weather they couldn't reschedule it. So I think this year we're going to try to bring our A game and hopefully win.
The teams hope to showcase their skill and determination throughout the season, no matter the obstacles they might face.
Every year it seems to get more competitive with the higher level of play amongst the girls.
Our goal for this year is honestly just to do good at state. Last year we got second place, so it was pretty, we're pretty happy about that. And this year we know some teams are gotten a lot better with their freshmen and stuff, so we're just trying to make sure we get up there too.
This has been Angela Zhang and Sahana Kumar with the Miller North Blueview. Popular pizza chain Williamsburg Pizza has arrived from New York. Blueview reporters Paul Carlson and Gabe Miller see if it stands out from the rest.
New York-based pizza chain Williamsburg Pizza has opened its first location out of the state of New York, right here in Omaha. The owner, Aaron McCann, is originally from Omaha, having moved to the Big Apple in 2012. He established a pizza restaurant with the help of co-owner Nino Cornelio, who championed himself on the Food Network competition TV show, Chopped. Named one of the top 10 pizza eateries by the New York Times, Paul Carlson and I, Gabe Miller, had to see what it was all about. The first thing we noticed about the humble restaurant was the takeout-focused nature of the establishment. with pizza boxes stacked high to the ceiling and awards proudly displayed. The accomplished restaurant was inviting. The staff at Williamsburg Pizza were incredibly friendly, giving us genuine advice in the process of ordering. When choosing our meals, we decided on trying out their most famous dish, along with their sides. In addition to that, we made an effort to choose something a more picky eater might want, as to round it off. All in all, the actual experience of the small lobby was a 10 out of 10. First off, the garlic knots were not only well seasoned, but well sized. They were on point with the garlic flavoring, meaning that it wasn't overpowering the dough of the knots. Overall, an 8 out of 10 and a must-have side.
Next, we ordered their meatballs. Their meatballs were topped with mozzarella, pecorino romano, basil, and marinara. We rate these a 9 out of 10 for their tender meatballs and the amazing mozzarella and marinara sauce that topped them. It is a necessary addition to any meal at Williamsburg Pizza. Grandma-style pizza is a square-cut pizza. This style is what Williamsburg Pizza is known for. We opted to get the cup and char grandma-style pizza, topped with fresh mozzarella, cup and char pepperoni, tomato sauce, and basil. This was amazing, and we rate it an 8.7 out of 10.
The classic Brooklyn was the most visually unappealing piece during our visit. Being a basic cheese pizza, that fact is excusable. Otherwise, the flavoring, sauce, and actual structure of the pizza itself was sound. A good choice for a picky eater. 7 out of 10. To conclude, Williamsburg Pizza is an incredibly solid choice for anybody looking for a pizza night. With incredible food, service, and price, I wouldn't say there's a better option in the Omaha area. Thank you for watching. With the Blue View, this has been Gabe Miller and Paul Carlson.
Thrifting is a growing fashion trend. Blue View reporter Caden Walter took a deeper look at the new sustainable trend and how it affects people's lives and the environment.
Thrifting is a growing phenomenon in young individuals' lives as they are finding more sustainable ways to dress and express themselves.
Oh, I was saying, I love that. As a fan myself, I think it's a great aspect, and people can be, individuals because they just get to pick out unique pieces and something that just makes it their own.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's amazing. Just like I said before, a lot of people can develop a personal style without having to spend so much money.
Not only are people finding their own styles through vintage clothing, they're also helping save the planet and combat the negative impacts from an expansive clothing industry.
I think it's bad because not only you're polluting the earth, you're wasting water, you're exploiting cheap labor. I just think it's terrible for the environment, and I think it's good that people are finally calling companies out on it and they're finally being resourceful.
I think it's pretty awesome because you give new life to pieces that would have ended up in a landfill and then would have ended up burned.
Fast fashion permeates many people's wardrobes, and as people forget their old trendy clothes, they're also forgetting the negative trend that they are having on our planet's well-being. Just one piece of clothing being produced in the fast fashion industry causes over 700 gallons of water to be wasted.
I think it's really insane how much is produced every day using so much water and everything, and how much pollution it causes. And I think that thrifting is a way to help end that.
With the Blue View, this has been Caden Walter.
Thanks for watching, Mustangs. We hope you have a good day.